totally acceptable. Okay, let's. Still anyone having thoughts in their mind? So please, you can elaborate. Or if not, I can go ahead. So this is your 4 days workshop. Please take a note. Hope everyone can see my screen. I just shared my screen here. So you can just see to it that my screen is there. 4 days workshops. The first module is we are going to talk about the introduction of AI and the data science. This is about the theoretical concepts. I have already created a PPT, but from PPT, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to elaborate from the PPT, just reading about the PPT. I will try to explain the in-depth understanding of the AI and the data science and AI, ML, data science, deep learnings, or little bit introductions of the Gen AI as well. So we have to see from the model one onwards. For this particular things, you need a few things. I can say that few things means you need a proper Jupyter notebooks or the Google Colabs during the whole 4 days workshops. We are going to see a lot of practical implementations, a lot of hands-on. Like you can see that exploratory data analysis, which is I'm going to start after 12:30. That's required about the some hands-on things. See, whenever you are learning for the data science, AI, ML, or machine learnings, or the data analytics, the hands-on is must. Theoretical you can learn from anywhere. From the Google also you will learn the theoreticals. But the hands-on will give you the exact idea how we can see the data analytics, how we can do the data analysis for the respective data in some of the programming language like the Python. Because Python play a very important roles. Like here you can see that hands-on practice with pandas for data cleaning, manipulations, visualizing data using Matplotlib and the Seaborn. So that means we are going to see some hands-on experience as well. For this particular things, two, three things are required. See, during the sessions, if you are have any queries, you can. I will explain. That's how you can install it. Don't worry about anything. I will come. Let's have to move ahead from this. Uh, See, I share my full screen, so I can't see in between. Like if you are going to write anything, so when I will just share about a particular page or the particular window, that time I'm able to see your chats as well. But when I share my full whole screen, that time it's difficult to see what exactly you are writing in the chats. But anyway, I'm moving towards for this particular stuff or explaining about some in-depth understanding of the AI, ML, deep learning, and the data science. So we have to first of all, I can write here about like AI versus ML versus DL versus DS. So AI means ML means DL means DS. We have to learn here. We have to understand here, and we have to see that's what is AI, what is ML, what is DL, what is DS. AI stand for the artificial intelligence. Machine ML is machine learnings. DL is a deep learnings. DS is a data science. After this, I will just highlight about one thing that is we can call it as the Gen AI, the most or the hot listed items from this current from 2023 onwards. The Gen AI is very much from 2022 onwards. I can say that the Gen AI comes with a huge demands, huge demands. Generative AI. But if you are not familiar, if you are not quite understanding of the AI, ML, data science, DL, definitely you are not going to understand about the generative AI as well. You can use the generative AI, but you are not going to understand about the Gen AI if you are not going to understand this all the time. So I'm proceeding with the AI first of all. So you can just see to that. I can just going to draw one. I'm going to try to explain with this circular or the Venn diagram that's already you learn in the school time. If you remember it, the set theory whenever you learn or when you had about the set theory. That time you learn about this generative AI. So I can say that this is my, or this circle is my artificial intelligence. I'm just representing this circle as the AI. That would be. So AI is what? What do you understand about the AI? That's already few people are already told me, like what is AI to understand about the data in the data science. But AI is everyone is using. We cannot say that we are far away, or any people in this program or this workshop who are not familiar with the AI, who are not using the AI products. So I'm coming to the easiest way so that anyone can understand, those who are not from the technical background. I can come to definition of AI. The definition of AI is nothing but about like application and a form and provide output or task without interventions or disturbance. Without human interventions. Now, let's try to understand about without human intervention means what exactly. So I can give one example. That example will definitely help you and you will get the idea about this. Like I'm going to ask about one thing. How many of you are aware of within Netflix, or I can say that YouTube? I think all of you are aware about this applications or this uh, platforms of the Netflix or the YouTube. There are a lot of platforms are available in the market where the AI is utilized in that respective platforms or in that respective applications. Now, what exactly the things are happening? Suppose you just created one Google account. Consider this for yourself. That's because all people might have the Gmail account or the Yahoo accounts or different organizations accounts. Suppose you created a one Gmail accounts and you log in a YouTube channel or the YouTube platforms. When you times you see a different videos or different categories. But after using a 2 3 days or after using a 2 to 4 hours, like suppose the one person who like the sports videos or sports things, and one person like about the some musical albums or musics, one person like about the technical videos or technology videos or the mobile phone videos. Once he is going to started watching after 2 3 days or after 2 3 hours, even the second time whenever he is going to open or turn on his YouTube or the Netflix, automatically you will get the suggestions or recommendations, like recommending, like you can watch this video as well. There's a suggestion for you as well. So this kind of suggestion recommendations, you always see that thing a YouTube or the Netflix, how these things are happening. This is the only possibility of this is the without human interventions. You are not writing any single things like I need to see about the action video. I need to see about the car videos. But from your previous data, the respective kind of a model is designed for that respective platforms or that respective applications. You are getting this kind of a recommendations. So just remember it. AI is what without human interventions. Without human intervention, we are getting the output. Without human interventions, your task is little bit completed. Like when you are writing about the email, suppose one email is coming from your boss or your management, you want to write something from that email. So you have always a query like how what I can write. Sometimes simple suggestions you always see in your inbox. Like if someone is asking like today we are going to meet, so automatically the things are there. Yes, at 2:30 we are going to meet. At 3 o'clock we are going to meet. Or sure, thanks. So there are lot of suggestions, recommendations you always see. Even when you are to you when you are going to use e-commerce applications, e-commerce website, you always find just a second, you always find suggestions, recommendations. So that is about the AI. AI is not about like the you have to provide the task, you have to do some feature engineering, feature extractions. AI is without human interventions. You will see the recommendations, you will see the suggestions. That is AI. So hope everyone understand about the AI. There are the positions of the AI engineers in the markets. You can see that lot of positions are there available. The AI engineers positions. So what exactly the role of AI engineers? AI engineers role is to a new AI model so that model can combine with the particular platforms or the software or the applications, and you will get a better recommendation systems. You will get a better suggestion systems. Similarly, similarly, if you can see to it that for Netflix or your YouTube is a streaming platforms. So for the streaming platforms, there are a lot of algorithms or the machine learning algorithms, the deep learning algorithms are there. There is a chat GPT is there. There is also the rigor. Also, a lot of models are going to be combined for that respective framework. So AI is not one of the simple way you can understand it without human interventions. You are getting the output, you are getting your task completed, you are getting us recommendations things, you are getting the suggestions things. So that is about the AI or artificial intelligence. So anyone still having the doubts, anyone still having the questions, queries, or is there anyone who are still not able to understand about the AI? Please just let me know. See, my voice is a little bit heavy. I try to elaborate in between, tired to speak loudly, trying to speak loudly, but in between, I will stop. So please don't worry, I will compensate that time in upcoming sessions as well. It's like Tomorrow there is a sessions, next Saturday, Sunday. So I will compensate about that 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So don't worry about that. So this is all about AI. Still anyone having any things, any questions in your minds? Gurmeder Singh, I will come to that, where we have to use, what platforms we have to use. Please don't be get a panic or anything. I will elaborate each and every part step by step. Please take that patience. Keep patience with yourself. So, still anyone having any queries about, or still anyone not understanding the AI?
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Khan. Just a request. If you can share reading material before the class, we can go through and then it will help us to ask you focus questions. Just a humble request. For every day, if you can share the material earlier, we can spend an hour going through it and then ask you some questions. It will only help us to understand a little more better,
Okay.
if it is possible.
So let's have to complete first of all the whatever the topics is there, and then I will share the materials. So don't worry about that. My question is not about like what you understand. My question is whatever I explain, have you understand or not? That was my question, actually. Like I just explained about the AI. Have you people understand what is AI? That is my questions. Anyway, I'm coming to the next one, next part. Thank you, Rishabh, for your response. Uh, let's next we have to come to the next one more things I'm going to explain as the circle here with the different color for this. And let's try to explain this particular part. So this is, I can say that learning. No, machine learning is what? It's a very easy part or easy to understand about the machine learning. Machine learning is nothing but, or it's a part of the statistical analysis. Have to perform a multiple task here. Like we have to see that statistical analysis. We have to see about the exploratory data analysis. That we will see later on about the EDA. We have to see the visualizations. Visualizations. We have to apply different algorithms or different machine learning models we have to apply here. So lot of things we have to use, and that platforms we can call it as a machine learning. Machine learning is what exactly we have to do a lot of feature engineering, feature extraction as well, so that your machine is going to understand about your data. And with the on the data, machine is going to train so that when I pass the new data of the same features, my machine is capable to provide me the some predictions. So machine is, for example, there is a X and Y. I can will try to explain with this. Suppose there is a X and Y. The X is, I can say that weight, and Y is height. Suppose, for example, you can think for it. Suppose we have the three entries. 50 kg, 55 kg, 60 kg. And their heights are given as 5 feet, 5.2, 5.6. So when I pass this three data or three entries to my machine learning models, my model, my model is going to be trained on this particular data. Model is going to be trained. Model is going to be trained on this data so that my model is capable to provide me the output. Like my model is trained and ready. This is a ready model. This is a ready model. So when I use my ready model here with the new data, like this is your ready model. Model is ready, and I'm passing some weight here. Model will provide me the output as the predicted height. Predicted height. So this is my machine learning. What is the work of machine learning? Whenever I pass the new data, I model new data of the weight, my machine is capable to provide me the predicted height. So this is about the machine learning. The machine learning, a lot of operations are going to be happen, statistical analysis, exploratory data analysis, feature engineering, feature extractions, selecting the appropriate algorithms, different models are there. We have to model plan, model buildings. So basically, in world, if you want to understand about the what is a machine learning, so it's about the work of the data scientist. So remember it about what is machine learning. So machine learning work is about the work of the data scientist. So this is about the machine learning. AI is what? AI is about without human intervention, we are getting the output. ML is what? It's about the data science workflow, where a lot of operations we are going to perform, we are going to uh, apply in that particular phase. So this is about the machine learning. Now let's I'm moving towards the next part that is called as the deep learnings. The deep learning.
May I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Is there, what is required beyond machine learning to enable artificial intelligence?
What is?
What is required beyond machine learning to
I'm
enable
coming to that.
artificial
I'm
intelligence?
I'm
Okay,
coming to that
okay.
particular topics. That's why I already written about the deep learning. You can see that I'm coming to that particular things. So that's why my explanation is not completed yet. AI, ML, and DL. Now I'm coming to the next part as the one more explanation is required to understand about. So this is the explanation for this particular part. Just a second. This is one more things I created, and that part I can call as the deep learn. explanations I'm going to come here, right? So the deep learning is the deep learning. In a simple way, it is an advance of machine learning, of ML. Simple word to mimic human brain. Human brain. This is a one word you can always remember as a machine learning. Machine learning is what? It's an advance of the sorry, deep learning is what? It's an advance of the machine learnings to mimic the human brains. Like how as a human being we are thinking. Like as a human being, whenever you see any animals, just like dog, cat, birds, like peacock or any animals, whenever you see, you always observe there are different parts or different points presents on a respective animals. Just like dog having what kind of a tails, cat having what kind of a tails. If there is a horse type of a tail, he's having what is the shape of the eye of a cat, dog. So a lot of differences are there. So as a human being, how we are thinking because of the neurons, which neurons are present in your brain. Similarly, the deep learning is also the same to mimic the human brain because in the deep learning there is a neural network. Please remember it about this word. That's neural network. So, as your question was beyond the machine learnings or how the AI is working, so the concept is same is similar is deep learning is the main pillar of your AI. Just like how AI is working because of deep learning. Because deep learning is not a very small topic. Deep learning is a very vast. About deep learning is going to deal with the structured data. When I'm talking about the unstructured data, the data might be any type. It might be the image data. It might be the video data. It might be the textual data. So there would be any kind of a data is going to be present in deep learnings. There are multiple neural networks are there, like artificial neural networks, convolution neural networks, ANN, CNN, RNN. So even LSTM is also there. So lot of algorithms are there. Lot of neural networks are present. After this neural networks, it's further divided parts. The first part we talk about the NLP, natural language processing. But we have to deal with the text to text. The NLP will play in the pictures. Whenever there is about like image or video is there. We can call it as the CNN. We can call it as the computer vision of this particular things. And AI is going to be deal with these two things. The first this and this. Like NLP, AI is further going to be distributed discriminative AI and the generative AI. So I'm not going to in depth of that particular part. try to understand how AI works. So the first phase is about your machine learnings. Because if you understand the machine learnings, the advancement of the ML is deep, deep learnings. Because deep learning is something advanced, like how as a human being, the human brains are working. Similarly, your models are also going to be works. Like you are using all of you might using about your mobile phones. There is an image of the object detections, image processing is there. Face log everyone using, the fingerprint everyone are using. So how the things are possible? It's because of the neural networks. You can see the iPhone having the best security features provided about the face recognitions, retina recognitions. So this is about the deep learnings. Deep learnings, one statement you can understand to mimic the human brain. And in a mathematical way, you can see that what is a deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of ML. ML is a subset of AI. Now coming to data science. Yes, hope your question is clear. No, ChatGPT is a deep learning part, but it's something the advancement of the AI. ChatGPT, whenever we are going to learn about the ChatGPT or this, or there are a lot of GPT models are there, large language models are there. So it's a part of RNN. So yes, it is a part of a deep learning. Yes, so those who ask about the questions about the AI related, hope I'm clear with your queries or still you have any questions in your mind.
Um, um, See, I am a bit confused that if deep learning is kind of a subset of ML, then what is the additional thing to ML which will enable AI? Because then deep learning is within ML. It has to be something beyond ML which will enable it to enable AI to function without human intervention, no? Or am I mistaken?
See, AI is what? AI is what? AI is also a model. It's not about like the product or anything. But the model is going to be trained on some amount of a data. Deep learning, I can give you one of the best example. You can consider the body of a human being as an AI. It's a functional. And this head is you can consider as the machine learning. So inside the head, there is a brain, and that brain we can call as the deep learnings. So deep learning is something the advancement. So if your deep learning is going to be proper, the body is going to be work properly. If your brain is not proper, if your neurons are going to be disturbed, your body is not going to be work properly. So that is about the AI. AI is totally based on the AI is totally based on the ML and DL. AI is as already I told about that. AI is what? AI is nothing but about the just a second. Yeah, when I'm talking only about the AI is what? Or how the AI is working. AI is working on the basis of the ML, DL, NLP. It's working on this particular three scenario. ML, DL, and NLP. So then only the AI is going to provide you the outcome or the output without human intervention. So this is about the AI. So it's not about like the without means how the ML is going to be or after the ML how the AI is working. Obviously, all three things are required. At the initial step, at the initial step, there is a ML, DL, and the NLP. NLP, forget it about. But ML, DL is there. But AI is you are creating applications. So once the application is created, whenever the same thing will come, he will recommend it without any interventions, without any disturbance to that applications. It's automatically uh, providing you some suggestions, some recommendations, because their base is already made up with a lot of models. That models might be the machine learning models, that models might be the deep learning models. So model is already there. So that stage level is there are multiple stages are there. So at some stage, the ML. So please take a note of that particular things. What is AI or what is ML? What is DL? Now coming to the next part as the data science. So what is the data science? The question is always there. I'm not going to any circle either. I can draw directly, otherwise we can take it. So data science is nothing but it's about. This is this blue circle is your data science. This data science. We are talking about only data in data science. They never talk about the machine learnings. They never talk about the deep learnings. They never talk about the AI. They never talk about the ML. And what is generative AI? Generative AI is again, I'm going to talk about like generative AI is the one of the set is also going to be present. And that set we can say that this is my Gen AI. So I can just give my name of this particular thing as the Gen AI. Gen AI is a subset of deep learnings. So please take a note of that and try to understand about this fundamentals. Because in data science, what things we are going to apply, I can elaborate something here so that everyone will come to your explanations of the data science. Now see the data science. The first phase or the phase one, data gathering. Gathering of data is not about only you get a ready-made data. That might be that it's you have to learn about the data scrapping as well. Data scrapping is also important. Gen AI is a something. Gen AI is generating the new things. According to the historical data, it's generating. Normal AI is going to be work only the respective outcomes. Like when you ask about the Alexa, Alexa is not a Gen AI. But when you ask about the generative, like Chat GPT, create an image of a selling a vada pav on Mars or on Moon. So automatically you will get an image. So Gen AI is something about like from text to text, from text to image, from image to text, from text to video as well. So that is about the Gen AI. You are generating on the basis of your historical data because there are billion parameters are there because your models are going to be trained on that respective parameters. Anyway, let's we again data scrapping. So the phase one is about the data scrapping, data gathering. So this is about the data science. Second phase, I can talk about this. Second phase is the pre-processing. The pre-processing. And this data pre-processing is a very time-consuming step. Please take a note of that particular things. This is a very important part. Data pre-processing, that is where we are going to perform EDA, exploratory data analysis. Lot of things we are going to perform here. Then the phase 3 here. This is about the model planning. Model planning. Then I can come to the next part as the phase 4 of this particular part is we can say that model building. Get everything. This handwritten notes, you will get a PPT as well. But I never believe on PPT to just present a PPT and try to explain that particular no way. So that's why I never follow the PPT rule concepts in my training program. So this is model buildings. Then the phase 5 is about the deployment. So there are 5 phases. In some reference book, you can also see the 6 phases. Whenever there is a 6 phases, the first phase belong to business problems or framing of business questions. So that is also fine. As a data scientist, these are the 5 phases are very important. Like you have to collect the data, you have to gather the data, you have to scrap the data. And from that, you can go ahead for the next step that is called as the data pre-processing. So the next step is the data pre-processing. Third step is a model planning. Fourth is model buildings. Fifth is deployments. Or sometime in some reference book, if you can read it, you will always get a deployments or communicating results. You're getting result. So this is about the 5 phases. Now you can see that you can compare with this particular 5 phases so that you will get the understanding about like AI. What is AI? AI is without, we have to develop a models or the applications who is going to perform the task or provide me the outcomes without human intervention. So obviously the model is important. Without models, you cannot create any applications. So that's why the model building is there. So whenever you learn about the data science, you have to go through with the all the phases from phase 1 to phase 6. If someone is calling themselves as an AI engineer, so obviously he can understand, he should understand about the data science phases. What is ML? ML is a subset of AI. In ML, what are the things are happening? So visualization is happening. Exploratory data analysis, statistical analysis, statistical tools we are applying, feature engineering we are applying, model planning, model buildings. So obviously that all the parts belongs to the data science phases. What is a deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of ML. In deep learning, again, we are going to develop a model. Again, a lot of data cleaning, data pre-processing, model planning, model buildings are going to be happen. So as a deep learning engineers, we should also aware about the data science phases. What is GenAI? GenAI is a subset of deep learning. In GenAI, what are the things are happening? Again, the same data science phases are going. So data science is everywhere. People are thinking like I'm going to do about the AI, I'm going to do about the ML. If you are planning to do AI or the EL or GenAI, you have to go through with the data science by default. So please remember it about what is the data science. Yeah. No, data science, the data gathering and data scrapping. We are going to scrap the data and gather the data is something like if something is going to be hey, gathering and scrapping In one way, both are the same, but the process having the different. Like we are going to scrap the data from website. So Selenium is one of the best way we can scrap the data. Beautiful soap is also there. We can scrap the data from the respective website as well. So scrapping and gathering having the same concept, but the process is having the different. Gathering the data from your database is little bit easy, but scrapping the data from the website is little bit difficult. So the meaning is same because we are going to gather or we are going to import the data on that respective platforms.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Will we learn
Yes.
about all these 5 phases?
We learn about all the 5 phases. See, as per your modules, the first phase is not there. Data scrapping is little bit a different task. We are going to learn data pre-processing. We are going to learn about uh, the next part. We can talk about the model planning, model buildings. We are going to learn. We are going to see some different algorithms according to the curriculum designed by the IDMI. Then we have to see some hands-on experience. We are going to see the deep learnings. We have to see some advancement topics in AI like the NLP and the computer visions. So some CNN and all the things we are going to see. So I can say that instead of the phase one, the phase two to phase fifth, we are going to learn all the things.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Excuse me. Data scrapping generally means the web crawling and taking out the information from the websites and putting it
Yes,
into
yes,
the some sheet Excel
yes,
sheet or into the database.
good. Yes.
Thank you.
100%. Data scrapping about that particular things. 100%. See, my internet is totally stable because side by side, my one colleague is also joined. So he is already monitoring me about my internet experience. So my internet experience is stable now. Uh, you can check my URL as well. I can say that my voice is there. So just a humble request to all the candidates. Don't think like I'm shouting or something whenever you ask about the questions, because I try to speak with a lot of efforts. So that is about this. Please don't consider any times about like I'm shouting or I'm trying to do something like so. Please don't consider about that particular things. So my voice is heavily because of the lot of throat infections I faced and already have taken the medicines and everything. So that's the only thing. So anyway, and the voice is also clear. In only today's session, the thing is you are facing the difficulties. Tomorrow it will be a proper because already yesterday night I was not able to speak even. I even I inform my colleagues or IDMI that's might be happen that's I'm not going to take the sessions tomorrow. But they told that if there is a proper, then you can go ahead. Otherwise, we can extend the session. But as I consider that you are working professionals, so as a working professionals, you have a lot of time or the event planning, time planning, and everything. Thank you, Meruta. Uh, just I'm taking a 5 minutes break. After 5 minutes, I'm going to continue the session. Just 5 minutes, please. Sorry for interruptions during the sessions. I never take a break. Session is about the 4 hours even as well. This is the first time I'm facing the difficulties. So sorry for inconvenience causing during the sessions. And thank you for understanding as well. Uh, so the phase one, data pre-processing, uh, as well as model planning, model building as well, and the deployments. I will show one deployment as well in the whole sessions. So till the model second to till the phase second to phase fifth, you are going to see some kind of understanding in whole session. So now hope I'm pretty clear about what is the data science and what is AI, what is ML, what is DL, and what is Gen AI as well. AI is without human interventions, you are getting the output or outcomes from the applications. That is AI. What is ML? The ML is a very huge. ML, L, lot of operations are going to be happen. You can see that already written about this. In deep learning to mimic the human brain. Data science is going to be cut all these parts, whether it's AI, whether it's ML, whether it's DL, all the part are, all the things are going to be cut with that respective circle, that blue circle, you can see that. So this is about deep learnings, AI, ML, DS, and the Gen AI as well. Advancement of AI point of view, if I'm going to say that, that's already you aware it. Nowadays, there are weak AI is there, strong AI is there, the Alexa, the Siri, the Google are the weak AI are there, not the strong AI. But when I'm talking about the strong AI, it's about the robotics. So AI is everywhere. It's not about only one place or the two place. AI is the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, especially computer systems. Branches of AI are the ML, deep learnings, NLP, robotics. As already I just explained about all the things, robotics is also there. Computer vision is also there, like image recognitions, object detections. Application point of view, if I'm looking about the AI, so healthcare is also there, finance is also there, like diagnostics, AI algorithms for detecting disease from medical images, like detecting tumors in X-rays. Then personalized medicines, tailoring treatment plans based on patients' data, predictive analysis, forecasting outbreaks and patients' admission rates. So a lot of applications are also there. Even in the finance, it's there, like fraud detections, algorithmic trading, risk managements. In the retail, it is there. Is there customer insights, inventory managements, personalized marketing. Manufacturing, it is there. Quality control, supply chain optimizations, transportation, it is there. Like the in the transportations is already you might using nowadays about the, if I'm not wrong, traffic managements. You always use the map, Google Maps, autonomous vehicles like self-driving cars and drones are there. Traffic flow, you can optimizing traffic flow using real-time data. Logistic is there, route optimizations and delivery managements. Internet entertainment is always there, like gaming is there, enhancing its player experience with intelligence NPCs, content creations, that's AI generated arts, music, literatures, content recommendations. Already you see that already I given the examples of the Netflix. So AI is everywhere. AI is not, I can say that only in the streaming, only in the books. only in the educations. AI is everywhere. AI is the revolutions. AI is the evolutions. AI is something like if we are not walk together with the AI, we are, I think, for my study or my understanding point of view, if we are not work together with the AI, definitely we are far behind with the current technology. So AI is everywhere. And to learn about the AI, obviously we learn about the data science. So that's why this workshop is designed by the IDMI is the ML and the data science. Because whatever the data science phases we are going to learn, that you are going to learn about the AI and ML. So we can focus something more about this. So I'm just going to share the screen so that all can say that, all can see that. So hope my screen is visible with everyone. Just give me confirmations only. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So all can just go ahead with the Google. This is Google. That's already you might aware it. You can go ahead with write a collab or the Google collab. No need to install about your Jupyter notebook or anything. Please take a note. No need to install about the Visual Studio. Nothing, no need to install anything. Please take a note. The Google Colab is sufficient. It's a virtual platform, so you can see that while searching this collab, you can go ahead with the welcome to collab. We can see to it that this is collab. We hear about this. So you can always take a new notebooks whenever you are to perform it. See, a lot of already workshops I taken uh, for the IDMI from last 2 3 years. I'm taking the workshop for the IDMI. Uh, so the new notebooks. So this platform is very nice. Google Colabs, free of cost, open source, where we can write multiple Python script. Multiple Python script. The Kaggle is a platforms. All can go ahead and search about the kaggle.coms. Just create your free account here with this particular things. With the Kaggle, you can create accounts. From the Kaggles, you can gather the data. You can take the data in the respective formats. So Kaggle is the platforms and the collab. The combination of these two things, we are going to learn and understand about this 4 days workshop. So this
Sorry,
is
how? Sorry to interrupt. How did you come to this page, Open Notebook? I am just seeing the Welcome to Collab page.
yeah, welcome to collab. Just a second. But cancel it. This page, right? You are getting,
Yes.
yeah. So you can go ahead with the file and take the new notebook.
Okay.
New notebook in Drive. So when you click as the new notebook in Drive, as I'm regular user of the Google Colab, so that's why I'm getting about that kind of an uh, options. And Google Colab is very nice. So I suggest you can use the Colab instead of Anaconda. See to it that this kind of a things I can write here about this. Notebook is the AI, ML, data science workshop. Day 1. So I just given a name. This is your
Can
AI.
you repeat? Because I lost. Can you repeat? How do I open? I have been to, to collab.
Just yeah, just go to the Google and write collab or the Google collab. Once
Yes,
you've done it, you will come to this page. Welcome to Google collab about this. This kind of a page you might seen about here.
correct.
Okay. So already you can see that table of contents. getting started, data science, machine learning, more resources. So you can go to the file and click on the new notebook in Drive.
Okay.
So when you click this, automatically you will come to this page. So it will become some title one or that particular name would be there. You can see that the file name is .ipynb. .ipynb. Okay, I'm coming to ask
Huh?
one question. Yes,
ये
anyone
नहीं
want to
करना
say?
है unmute.
When I am opening,
Yeah, please tell me. Yes, please. Someone want to say something?
yeah, I was asking when I open the welcome call app and I go to file, uh,
Ah,
new notebook in Drive, open notebook or upload notebook.
no, new notebook in Drive. New notebook in Drive.
Google sign in is required. Okay.
Yeah, obviously sign in is required because it will going to be stored in my Drive. This particular things is going to be stored in my Google Drive. So that's why we are going because it's a uh, cloud based. It's not going to be stored in your desktop or the laptop. Please take a note. So that's why you have to open in your Drive. Please take a note. So hope till this step everyone able to open their new notebooks in your Drive because just you have to log in with your email ID or the Gmail ID and hopefully you are capable to turn on the respective notebooks. Now I'm coming to one question. It's not about the question about I'm going to ask. I'm just going to have a question is how many of you are familiar with the Python? And comment or you can speak as well. How many of you are familiar with the Python?
No, I'm not aware of Python.
Harsh is having no idea. What about others? These guys little bit uh inconvenience, but please comment fast. Uh, whether you have the basic idea of the Pythons or not. So
Only I know that Python is a language.
yes, let's coming to the basic of the Python. First of all, Python is open source programming language, good for the machine learning, deep learning in the AI, because having the inbuilt functions as well as the some inbuilt libraries are there. So Python is a versatile with one platforms. You can use a multiple. You can use a multiple things.
इधर आ.
So please just turn off your mic when you are not able to speak or not having to speak. So please just turn off your mic because it's a recorded sessions. The recording you will also get it once the session is over. So please take care of that particulars, the noise and everything. So Python is a versatile. Is I'm not going to much in depth about the theoretical things, but it's a versatile, easy to use, Just like in Python, if I'm going to write 1 plus 1, and just whenever we have to execute the cell, you have to press Control and Enter. Please take a note. Or either you can see that this executed symbol is there. So run cell, Control Enter. So when I press a Control Enter, you can see the output as a 2 because it's a Python. So it's connecting with the server. So it's connecting. So it will take hardly 1 to 2 seconds or 1 to 2 minutes sometime. So we have to see to it that I'm going to explain a little bit about the basic of the Python. So you can see the output. So this is about the Python. Please take a note. I'm going to open something more about here. Share with all of you. Have you received the link or not? I just shared one link here. Google Colab link in your chats. Please just see to it that.
Yes, receive.
So this is for your reference point of view. I'm just sharing this particular things. You can use it for the reference. I'm just going to explain. This is not a part of your IDMA workshop, but as you are new for the Python, so I'm just going to explain. In Pythons, there are data structure type. You have to always remember it. Data structure or data types. Simply, I can write as the data types. Comments, we have to use hash. Please take a note of that particulars. Hash is, we are using the data types. So there are plenty of the data types are there. You can see that numerics, string, list, tuple, dictionary, sets. So all the definitions is given here. You can use it. You can learn it. Everything is written. Everything is written in this particular things, but I'm going to explain this particular things. After this, you can see that the two more important is the NumPy and pandas. These are the two things which very, very important according to your workshops. You can see to it that in the workshop is hands-on practice on pandas with data cleaning. So obviously I'm going to talk this particular things. So don't worry it. But for today's sessions, you have one day tomorrow when we are going to meet. Please go through with this particular sheets that's already I share it here. Like what are these particular things and what are the things are available. So I'm coming to the NumPy directly. So like when I'm
So,
talking about
sorry to interrupt. How did you get to the next line? I mean, when I am typing, I got that 1 plus 1 and then 2. And then how did you get to the next line? What did you press?
this is, you can see that inside
Code.
a code
Acha.
cell below.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can come to the output. You can see that this code. Again, you will see it here. Code.
Okay.
You are going to press a text. You can see that text is also there. You can press it, Control V, and just coming to this particular.
Just one thing, Masiddin. like I was away from last 20-30 minutes. So we just discussed the basics, right?
Can you repeat, please?
In the last 20-30 minutes, we just discussed the basics,
I'm going to explain about the
basics of
basics. Don't worry.
Python. Okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
coming to that basics. That's why I already shared this notebook to all of you before explaining about this. So see with that, I'm going to explain about the basics. So this is firstly, I'm going to explain the integers. A is equal to 10. So obviously 10 float is there. Complex numbers are there also there. So complex, when you want to, this is your data. If you are going to check with the type of this particular, say, am I going to run this particular things, you can see to it that it's going to be run. First, it's going to be connecting. Just see to it that. So it's done. When I'm going to check my type of A, my type of A, it will comes as an integer. But when I'm coming to then checking my type of B, because my B is float, and I'm going to execute my cells, I'm getting as a type as the, sorry, it's a capital not, it's a small b. So that's why you can see that type of B is an float. And similarly, when I'm going to check with the type of C, you can see that type of C is I'm getting as the complex. So this is a data types. Please take a note of. And similarly, here you can see that you entered one string here. S is equal to hello everyone. Or this is a string. If you want to check what is the data type of this, so you have to just write about the data type of this. You are getting about this str or string. So just take a note of that particular things. This is two statements. So two variables are defined. B1 is equal to true, B2 is equal to false. This is a Boolean data type. Or this type is a Boolean type, either true or the false. You can see to it that. When I run this particular things and I'm going to check about the type B2, so B2 is a Boolean. So you can see that. B1 is also a Boolean. Or if you are also write here line the type of this particular thing as a true. For example, so true and false are the Boolean data types. True and the false are the Boolean data types. Please take a note. And these are the basic things is always required whenever we have to move ahead for the data science or the AI/ML concepts. Because data might be any type. It might be any type of data you will get. So here you can see that my STR is 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello world. My STR we are getting about. You can write anything here. For example, welcome to 4 days workshop on IDMI. In IDMI, is the commands to print your outputs. So this is about printing about my statement. So my statement is my STR. In my STR, what is this returns? Welcome to 4 days workshop in IDMI on AI, ML, and data science. You can see to that. Whenever you want to whenever you want to import any string value, string data, you have to write in a quoted forms. Quoted means either use the single or you can use the double as well. Either double or either single, you have to use it. Please take a note of that. Python is a versatile. Python is very nice.
Triple quotes or any number of quotes that works, right?
Hmm?
Even the triple quotes will work, right? Triple or
Yes,
four
yes,
quotes.
yes, yes, yes.
One of the things that I largely face is like when I connect to SQL database or Kusto cluster or something like cube SSAS cube. Largely, I was I'm not able to connect those databases using the Jupyter file, and when the data is huge, it just take a lot of time around it. It goes to like 300 seconds, so on. So how can I connect to this type of databases? I know it's sort of it's a big discussion. So just if you have anything that like I already have few things that I searched on Google.
Allow me,
Yeah.
Siddiq, allow me a time. Tomorrow when my voice is proper, na, that time definitely I'm going to answer your query, please. Okay. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Just I thought to add
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah, I will definitely answer your queries other than the IDMI topics. If there is a query, definitely I will assist you. So don't worry about that particular. If there is a queries from anyone from this audience, if there is any queries other than this uh, curriculums or the workshop, you have any other queries, you can connect with me. Just let me proper. My voice should be comes again properly. Definitely, I'm going to explain it. Yeah, Gurmeder Singh's J only in a complex types. You can use the I and try to it. Please try to this. It's not about the J. You can try to this. So in Python, I is not going to be acceptable. So that's why the J we are going to take it. In general, mathematical, we always write about the 3 plus 2i. But in Python, because we are using the I sometime as the variable in Python. So some of the inbuilt variables are available in the Python. So that's why in Python, we are using the J. Similarly, whenever any data type is given, you want to check the type of a data, you have to just write type, use the round bracket, and whatever the variables you define, like S, you have to press an S. Someone was commented here. So we can move ahead about the next part as the, so these are the function here. You can see that these are the functions. Dot is all numeric, dot is alpha, dot is digits. You can come here and just wait it. You will get all the documentations. I always suggest you can go to the Python. This is the official website of the Python. Please take a note. All please, whenever you plan to learn about the artificial intelligence, machine learning, you have the basic understanding of the Python. You have the understanding of the data science libraries in Python. So just like here, you can see the documentation is here. All the documentations are available. Each and everything are available in this particular Python documentations. You can see the documentations directly. Beginner's guide is there. Developer's guide is there. Like from basic to advanced, everything is there. See it that. Cheat sheets of the NumPy is given. We are going. So this all the things are available in this Pythons. So just remember it. You have to make a habit of using this particular stuff. I'm coming to the again the same thing. So these are all the functions are available in the Pythons. Like is all numeric. Check if all the characters are alphabetic numerics. When I'm going to control enter this, I'm getting an error. Why? Because it's not about all the things. For example, if I'm going to take only the statement is like this. You can see that. True. Because all the characters are alphabetics numeric. But is alphabets? No. You are getting again a true. Because all the alphabets. Similarly, if I'm writing welcome 1, 2, 3, you can see that. And I'm going to execute this. I'm getting first is a true and the rest is false. Why? Because it's all alphabetics and numerics. It's a combination. If alphabets is present, you will get a true. If numerics is also present, you will get a true. If both the things are combined, you will get a true. Here, check if all characters are only alphabets. No, there is a combination of alphabets and the digits. So the numeric. So this is about you should always remember it. And the is digits. So obviously you will get false. If I'm going to write about here 1, 2, 3, I'm going to execute this. The first row contains digits only. So the third one is also you are getting a true. Is decimal? Yes, you are getting a true. Please take a note. False. Is space? No. So false. If I'm getting only this particular things, false, false, true. Why true? Because it's space. Space is present. Now, secondly, if I will write about, you can try with any examples, the rise of Python. This is true. Because it is considered as a title. But if I will just take out of this P as out, and this is Python, I will get as the true or what? Is title, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 again false because it is not a title. It is not a title. I'm talking about this. Title should be the first letter should be always capital. Like if I will write about like see that my string. So this is not your gauge. Six number is not getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. False. It's true is about the uppercase. So in title, it's a combination of small and capital letters, but the first letter should be a capital in whatever the words you write in. Like the rise of Python, T, R, O, and P should be capitals, and the rest should be small. And the lower is about the upper is means uppercase, lower means lowercase. It's printable. Yes, we can print this is ascending order, descending order about this. So this whenever we are using dot is, it's about the Boolean functions. It's about the built-in Boolean functions are present in the data sets. So I'm not supposed to sit with that. How you can go ahead and copy these commands. You can write here directly. You can see here. Print is when I press I, all the I functions automatically will come. You have to just wait and watch. So index is algebraic, is alpha, is decimal. You have to take it, you have to use it. Control enter, you will get false. So this is the way you will get all the functions. Please take a note. Python list. List is very important in Python. Very, very important because your data might be stored in the form of the list, in the form of dictionaries, in the form of the set, in the form of the tuples. So alternative definition is given. You can read it. You can read it from the Googles. You can see that one empty list is created. Help of type, I can check my data type. So my data type is showing is the list. So list is what? It's a data structure that can store a collection of an items, can hold items of different data types. So everything is given, float, strings, and all the kind of mixed data you can give it. You can see that one list I created fruits. In that, the apple and the banana and the cherry are the string data type. String, str. But 240 and 30, 300 are the integer data types. You can also store it if you want it as the 3.14. This is a floating data type. So you can see that fruits. Let's take a note of that. So your list name is what? Fruits. Fruits is the name of the list. His name is fruits. So fruits is the name of the list. Inside the list, there are multiple items are present. Like the apple is there, banana is there, cherry is there, and there some numbers are also given. Now, what are the functions are present with the list? You can see to it that there is a first function. We can say that append. You can see that append is here. If we am going to use the bracket here and just keep its append object to end of the list. Append is something we are going to adding the list or adding something. Like you want to add some new fruits here, like I'm going to add about the orange. See that. So in my fruits, this was my original fruits list. Now in this list, the orange is added. So are going to add, whenever you are going to add about this items at a time, at the last position, you are always using the append functions. Similarly, there is a extend is also there. In the extends, what are the things are going to be happen? Yeah, this grapes and kiwi is going to be sit with that. Now this is your original list after adding the orange with the help of the append. Now when I'm going to apply the extend, you can see that grapes and kiwi are going to be extended. Orange. See with that.
So yeah, what is the difference then between append and extend?
Yeah, coming to the difference of the append. Append is you have to store, you have to add a one element at a time. And extend, you can add multiple elements at a time in the list. Like with the help of the append, you cannot use about the next elements as well. You will get an error. Like you can see that this is your elements after the extend. See to it that if I'm going to write fruits, for example, any things I'm going to take it 30, 50. These two things I need to add it. Dot append. So it's not possible. You will get an error. Exactly one argument and two given. But if I'm going to use about my extend, or if I'm going to use my square bracket inside this, it will take this 30 and 50, it will take, but it will create one more list inside my original list. Just like this example, you can see that I use the append, orange and mango is there. When I enter this control enter, orange and mango is going to be added in the list, but with the new list is created inside the list. You can see that output. So whenever we want to add multiple items at a one time, we can use the extend method. So that's the benefit of the extend. But when I use the extend here, you can see that.
So
But
if we use the square bracket, so does that mean like it considers as one single value when we use append? Okay.
in append, when you use the square bracket, please take a note. It will consider that you are going to create a sub list inside that list. But in extend, when you are using the square bracket, it will consider multiple items you are going to update in your list or add in your list. So that is the difference. You can see that as well. If I'm going to add append here, for example, 50 and 60, I'm going to add it. Please take a note. Print proofs. I'm going to add a 60. This is your original list. Please take a note of that. So this is a list. Inside the list, one more list is created, or we can call it as the sub list. Please take a note. So that is the difference using of the square bracket when we are using about the append method and when we are using the extend method. So in extend, it will consider as the help of the append, you cannot go. There is another method. For the specific position, if you want to add the elements or want to add the items, you have the other functions use. With the append or with the extend, you cannot decide the place or they decide the indexing. So please take a note of that. See to it that index is there, numbering of items in a list. For example, I'll see to it that one more list I'm going to add it elements. Now you can see that this is your original list. Now what is the index? For example, if I want to check my banana positions, for example, I have to check about the cherry positions. So cherry is with positions. You can see that cherry is there. Yeah, is there, right? So I want to check my cherry positions. So it will get a 2 because indexing always start from 0, 0, 0. So this is a 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I'm going to write about the Chiku, in positions. So index function will show you the positions of the elements. Now, someone was asked about the questions. You want to add at the specific positions of elements. Yes. Inside this list is again started with this particular things. So fruits dot index that Chiku sit with that. For example, I want to change about this apple. Apple positions, I'm going to change it. So insert is the functions. With the help of the insert, you can do it. You can see to it that. At 0, 0 position is what? Like you can check it again. Or I can check about the cherry. Cherry position was the 2. Or the Chiku. Chiku position is 14. If I'll write about here 14, use the print. While using the print, you will get a proper outcomes. Two times I used the enter, so that's why I'm getting an error. Not error, the two time dragon fruits here. Let's say I'm going to change it. Now position 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to change my banana. So this is my first position. So at the first position, if I will use about the uh, for example, kiwi again. So at my first position, you will get the output as the kiwi. Please take a note. See that banana is going to be shifted to the next. You can see that. So apple was there earlier. Now kiwi is shifted to the first positions. Banana is there coming to the second position. So this is the beauty of the insert function. So remember all three: append, extend, and the insert. So this is about this is fruits inserts. We using about to insert. At the seventh position, the 400 will comes. You can see it with that. Seventh positions. You can see that 400. So this is about the list we are getting here. We are understanding here. A lot of functions are there we can use with the list. Oh, you can remove it. No swapping is not allowed. Only the order we can change it. As a swap is not possible. So to use the remove functions, we can use whatever the elements you want to remove, you can do it. Fruits not remove, you can remove it. So remove with the help of the remove, like apple, banana, whatever the things you want to remove, you can remove it. Totally, you will get it removed. So just like here, you can see that the kiwi is going to be removed. Now, the first kiwi is going to be removed. The second kept as it is. You can see that second year, second year. So because two times kiwi is present. So that's why we have to take care about that. Now orange and mango is there. Orange is there, mango is there. Want to remove it, you can remove it. Now, next function we can call as the pop. Pop function is very important.
So
Remove it.
just one question, like lists are generally used in real time.
Start generally.
Used in real time.
Yes.
Okay, because what I see is that
Sometime.
uh, normally we connect to databases and get the data, where list is not at all in the place
No.
to
When we are
analyze
going
the
to
data.
create a models, or when we are going to define and customize the functions, that time the list we are using to create an empty list, and whatever the data we are going to take care, we can store in that respective list. So sometime it might be used when we have to define the customizable functions. For that particular reasons, you should have the idea about like how to deal with the list. So there are a lot of functions are present for the list as well. My main motive, see, our workshop topic is not about this Python basics, but when we are going to deal with the like pandas and the numpy, that time the list and the dictionary is sometime required. So at least you have the basic ideas about that particular thing, so that when I will use the pandas command, or I'm going to use about this numpy command, that time you will not feel any difficulties. So that is just for your understanding. You always refer this Python basics. A lot of functions are they will given inbuilt functions. You should always remember the difference between the list, dictionaries, tuples. Those tuples are also used when we have to define our own customizable functions. So this is all about the functions are there. I'm not going to much in detail about this list and all the things. Let's have to finish so that tomorrow when I will going to meet, I'm going to start directly NumPy and Pandas, and we'll see some EDA part, exploratory data analysis as well. So you can see that dictionaries also you can create it, you can use in dictionaries. In the dictionary, two things are there. The keys are uniques and keys are immutables. And key and their values are given. So just remember it about this particular things. You can go through with this. Definitely you will get understanding and idea about that all the parts. So just to remember to all of you, like you can use it about this, all the particular stuff. That's why I shared this particular things, because tomorrow directly I can go ahead and start about the NumPy. Like when I'm talking about the NumPy first, and see to it that so NumPy is basically for mathematical array base. Please take a note. Whenever we need to use the NumPy, we have to import NumPy as alias. You can give anything as NP. So this is the NumPy is going to be added about this particular things. Similarly, for pandas, you have to always use import pandas as PD. These two functions are very, very important functions for the machine learning's exploratory data analysis point of view. Why I'm saying this is important? Whenever we have to do some data manipulations, data customizations, data editings, we always require pandas. And your machine is not going to understand, or your algorithms or the model are not going to understand your data sets. So your data set should be converted in the format of the array or the binary. Then only your model is going to be understand and you will receive a specific outcome. This is about the NumPy and all the things. Today I'm going to stop here. Tomorrow when I'm going to meet, I will start with this exploratory data analysis, intel of EDA techniques and all the things we'll have to see. We'll have to see the hands-on things, not about the theoretical things. Please take a note. Hope today's sessions, there might be a lot of disturbance that happen from my end due to my voice, my throat infections. And 100% I'm sure that tomorrow when we are going to meet, it will be a proper. Today I just try to elaborate about the explanations of this AI, ML, data science, deep learning, Gen AI, and the data science. I elaborate a little bit about the phases of from phase 1 to phase say 5. So some basic of the Pythons. I already shared the file, so please go through that so that when I will use NumPy or the pandas, that time you will never fail difficulties to understanding. So I'm going to taking the sign off. Sorry for inconvenience. Tomorrow we will meet and we will discuss. Till that time, take care. Have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Prasad.
Bye bye.
Already I'm
Thank
carrying
you.
my
Thank you.
hot water bottle.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for
Please take
today.
care, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.